Mix it up. Mix it up.
Why don't you kind of introduce yourself? Tell us who you are, what you do, and a little bit about where we're at. And actually, Russ can actually pan behind us a little bit too as you talk about some of the things in the facility.
Sure.
Okay.
Hi, thanks for letting me be here. I'm Blaine Finn. I'm with the in-flight training department here with Hawaiian Airlines. The building that you're in here is part of the Koapaka Street headquarters. This particular part of it is, and the amount of training that goes on and covers the course of many departments, or covers the span, say, of many departments, from the ramp agents to the ticket agents, to the pilots, to the flight attendants. The flight attendant and pilot group are in here extensively throughout the year for recurrent training, initial training, transition training. Some of what you're currently looking at there is the slide for the Airbus. Also right next to it is for the 767. A lot of what you see currently on top of that slide raft is from a ditching exercise that took place earlier this week for the initial class, whereby they have to get in and out of a raft unassisted. They have to assist other individuals in and out of the raft unassisted, and the result of that is a lot of wet vests. Anyway, they're currently drying out on the slide raft, and that's why they're there at the moment. This particular part of the mock-up where we're sitting at the moment is part of our 717 training facility here. It's for the forward passenger entry door, which is attached right in front of where we're sitting. All of the flight crews that come through here, if they're pilots and they're assigned to the 717, they'll do exercises whereby they open and close the door in normal mode, and they'll also open the door in emergency mode. That'll take place on every single door that we have, as well as all of the windows that are involved in the various aircraft that we fly.
And what have you guys been doing in preparation for this transition into the Airbus? Have you guys started? I mean, obviously there's been training since we're actually taking flight today, but will this some of these kind of mock-up what do you call it, interior seatings and some of the the galley things that you guys go through, and the safety equipment, will that kind of be modified for the new Airbus, or we just kind of reconfigure, how would that affect the training of what you guys doing here?
Okay. Definitely, yeah. The one that we're currently in, like I said, it's for the 717 specifically. Right to the left of us here is a complete door trainer for the 767, and right behind that is brand new door trainers for the A330-200 series. So those are brand new. They're from Airbus Industries. They were bought and purchased by Hawaiian specifically for the training with the Airbus.
Russ, are you hearing all of this? Okay. You're hearing everything okay? Okay. And so for in-flight, not only is it for new flight attendants, but you guys go through rigorous recurring training so that everybody is kept abreast on the safety procedures. This is something that the entire crew has to go through every so many months or something?
That is correct, yeah. For us, for both the in-flight department with the flight attendants as well as the pilots, it's a yearly event for recurrent. During the last 6 months from January through June, we tried to bring 1,039 flight attendants in here for transition in a 6-month period for the 2 door trainers, the 1L door, the 3L door for the A330. The initial class is also going on concurrently at the same time as the transition, and then the remainder of our recurrent, which finishes up about 2 weeks from now. But in terms of the amount of training that goes on in here, an enormous amount, yeah. All of the training that's done in here is mandatory. If it's failed in any way, there is a retake perhaps with one of the supervisors or managers, but most of the time people that have been flying for some time, it's not really of concern because they know the material. Initial training is 6 weeks. For the initial classes, we probably have the toughest training system-wide throughout the country, guaranteed.
Wow.
But we also have the world safety record, so it's a good thing to have.
That's awesome. That's
Definitely.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate you taking the time to kind of visit with us today and chat with us about the facility. A lot of people don't really understand the background scene of what the in-flight crew goes through in preparation. you know, really security and safety is the first and foremost responsibility of their position. So it's really nice for people to kind of see behind the scenes what the crews go through. So thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.